James Rosen joining us live. James, thank you. Coming up, Masking Up Moses, the star of the musical The Ten Commandments, will be joining us live in studio to talk about his role, but also the difficulties of performing amidst a pandemic and the turmoil in American cities. That is next on National Report. Well, hailed as one of France's most thriving musicals, The Ten Commandments is coming to New York. And we actually have the star with us this morning here on this Friday. Very special day. So sit back, relax, enjoy. The performer of Moses and the Ten Commandments, David Serero. Good to see you, David. What a pleasure to have you in the studio.
Sean, it is an honor. You're the most sympathetic host in the world. I'm so happy to be on this channel.
I also am the only one on this set right now, so you don't have a choice.
That helped a little bit.
You don't have a choice. Look, it's such an exciting time. The theater, so many Americans, so many folks around the world really love theater, the passion that you get from it, also escapism, right, from the politics and the news. You can kind of sit back for an hour and a half and really enjoy it. Talk to me about this play, because it's a show, it's a musical.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the opportunity to talk about it. Well, it's one of the biggest musicals of France. It brought more than 3 million people together, so it was very good. And also it kind of it was breaking boundaries a little bit among the people, and also the way this musical was constructed, which was very new at that time in France. And so it was always my dream to bring it to New York, the greatest country in the world, the United States of America, where I love so much. Yeah. And so I decided to Americanize it a little bit and to bring dialogues, because it was only songs after songs, but it's such a beautiful piece for everybody, and it comes at a beautiful time to bring people together.
What do you think the messaging involved, obviously, within the Ten Commandments? And did you, in terms of research, did you go back to 1956, the film with Charlton Heston? Did you watch any of that? How did you prepare?
That's a very good question, Sean. Yes, definitely. I look at it because this movie is very, very part of the general American culture. Everybody has watched it during the holidays. Yeah. So it was very important. That's why, as you can see, the costume I'm wearing is kind of the same than the lead actor in that very iconic and cult film. But yeah, it's the oldest story of all time in a way, but yet is always very, very modern. And even to this day, people are still fighting against each other because of differences. So this show showcases that and brings people together again.
And talk to me about that too, if I can just bring it back down to earth for a second,
sure.
Back to reality. It's been difficult really for plays, for actors, especially during the pandemic. And even when things started opening back up, even I know in New York City, at least for some theaters, you still have to show a vaccine passport just to get in. I myself had that difficulty going in. I didn't realize I had to show your vaccine passport, you had to show your ID, you had to mask up the entire time. Do you face any issues with that? Have you noticed any fans facing issues with that?
Well, by example, we put everywhere that the venue was requiring a vaccination mandate and mask, but yet you have people who didn't know about that, and they asked to be refunded because the venue didn't let them in. So we are at a time very, very challenging, as you said, Sean, for producers, for actors, because if you don't have the producers to take a risk to put a show together, then it's a whole industry who is suffering. So definitely this is putting a big hit on us.
Really quickly, I know we got to go, David. It's such a pleasure, by the way, to have you in the studio.
I would stay forever here.
Could you actually?
I take an apartment here with you guys.
I'm going to move you in here. Really quick, before you go, tell me about Mother's Day. I know you got a special performance, but also you performed yesterday. So how well was that received? And then tell me about this Sunday.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sean. Well, yesterday was really amazing. It's the first preview, so we've been rehearsing for weeks, and now to show it for the first time in front of audiences, so it was very emotional. And also, you get very feedback, so I'm always trying to do some little surgeries everywhere. And on Sunday, yes, it's the big premiere of the Ten Commandments. Moses coming to New York,
Yep.
And it's going to be a wonderful adventure. And I love so much the city, and I'm also dedicating one day, which is May 10th, for the veterans, where I'm inviting all veterans to go to see the show for free. So because
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
so patriotic
Yeah.
to this beautiful country and what they have done also to my original country, which is France, that they came to free us. So I'm eternally grateful to these lovely people.
He is parting the Big Apple with his staff and his performances here. David Serero joining us live playing Moses. David, good to see you. Thank
Sean,
you
you're
for
the
taking
best.
the time.
Thank
We
you to
appreciate it.
Newsmax. I love you guys. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Yep, you
Thank
got it. All right, stay with us. You at home watching on your devices. There much more National Report on the way. Stay with us. Be right back.